So Act 5, Scene 4 is a very short scene, and it's got similar purposes to Act 5, Scene 2 in a couple of ways. It's that shift back to the army outside. Now we have the whole army together. So we've got Malcolm, Seward, young Seward, Macduff, Menteith, Caithness, Angus, Lennox, Ross, and soldiers all marching together. So that dramatic tension continuing to build. This is the moment. This is when it's happening. But we also have this lovely moment where Malcolm says, "Let every soldier hew him down a bough and bed before him. Thereby we will shadow the numbers of our host and make our discovery err in report of us." So he's ordering all the soldiers to chop down a tree from Birnam Wood, lift it up in front of the army, so when they march on Dunsinane, the people inside will not see how large their numbers are. But what's that going to look like to someone in Dunsinane Castle? It's going to look like Birnam Wood is moving towards Dunsinane. And so we have this moment as an audience where we're like, the prophecy! That's what the witches said would happen if like Macbeth couldn't die until Birnam Wood moved to Dunsinane, but Birnam Wood is going to move to Dunsinane. And so the power of that prophecy turning its head, what Macbeth thought was impossible, is starting to become possible. It's interesting to note here that the witches in this whole play are in 4 scenes, and 2 of them are super, super short, and barely anything happens in them. So essentially, really, they're in 2 scenes where they actually interact with other people, and yet their prophecies and the power that they hold seeps through almost every scene of this play. The power that they have over the entire play is huge, considering they're only in a couple of scenes. And I think that's the power of witches, to get into people's heads and to be insidious, and it almost happens with us as an audience as much as it does with the characters in the play. And also there's a little bit of discussion here about how no one serves him, both more and less have given him the revolt, none serve him but constrained things whose hearts are absent too. That generally nobody supports Macbeth's reign, and that people are revolting against him everywhere. And so that's all there. But then we end with, "Towards which advance the war?" End scene. So we've really built up. The whole army is marching on Macbeth's castle, and we're getting to the climax of the whole narrative.